Thanks to everyone. Myself, Atharva. I am student of CEPT University Masters in Construction Engineering and Management for the second semester studio, which is Construction Project Execution Monitoring and Control. We have chosen a site and perform our deliverables on the site. For the same, I would like to present my work in front of you all. Starting with the project brief of the site. The site is located in Gift City, Gandhinagar. The project duration is of August 22 to March 24, which is of 2 years. The type of contract is a labor contract. The scope of work is of RCC construction. Type of project is it is a commercial building project. Built up area is 5,63,000 square feet. Cost of project is 175 crore. On the left-hand side top, we can see there is an aerial view in which we have shown A, B, and C. The A indicates the location of site, B indicates the batching plant, which is 150 meter from the site, and C is the labor colony, which is 3.42 to 3.42 kilometers from site. For the same of the site, we have prepared a site 2D layout, which indicates the current condition of site. And we have also prepared a project 3D model on Revit, which is as per the 25th February 23. Coming to the core planning of concrete, the whole building is divided into the five floors, and the area for the all the floors is mentioned over here. For the in summary of concrete, we consider basement one have the highest volume of concrete because from basement one the thickness of beam is increasing, due to which the consumption of volume of concrete is more. The total volume of concrete required for all floor is 23,053 cubic meter. Coming to the volume of concrete in every component, so here we can see that the slab has the highest consumption of concrete, and the grade which is being used in verticals is M50 grade of concrete, M30 grade of concrete is used in staircase, M35 grade of concrete is used in slab and beams. Coming to the peak requirement of concrete, here the graph we can see that the peak requirement of concrete is from May 23 to August 23 because from May onwards the vertical floor construction is starting. So in every month there is a casting of 6 floors. Uh, we, that means every month the 2 floors are going to be constructed. Coming to the productivity of concrete, we can see in port 4 and 5 there is a highest productivity because of the less number of volume being casted. And in port 1, there is a less productivity because of the high volume. Coming to the cost part of port planning, here we have derived the cost for reinforcement and concrete and also compared the cost of patching plant to the RMC of M35 and M50 grade of concrete. So, starting with the cost of reinforcement for the next 2 months of March and April is 2 crore 41 lakhs 97,000. And similarly, cost for concrete of M35 grade is 53 lakh and M50 is around 1 crore. Comparing cost of patching plants versus RMC, here we have derived cost of patching plant of M50 by including which includes raw material, operation cost of patching plant, operation cost of boom placer, operation cost of transit mixture and labors, which is 5,532 rupees. Comparing the cost with batching plant and RMC, we can see that the cost of outside RMC is higher in both the grade of concrete. So here we can conclude that the patching plant on site is feasible for the project. Starting with the foreman delay survey. Foreman delay survey is a lean tool for measuring performance and improving productivity. The process which was followed by us on site for foreman delay survey is first we observe delays by worker, then analyze the delay of carpenter and helpers. In comparison was done of both the delays. In total delay caused by workers, then cost which was affected by the delay, and spaghetti diagram was suggested by us to reduce the delay. The in map we can see uh, the activity chosen by us. The activity chosen was shuttering of shear wall 6. The workers involved in that were two carpenters and two helpers. In the graph, we can see that the delays, number of delays and the comparison of carpenter and helper. Here in waiting for material, we can see that 19% is carpenter, which means carpenter has to wait more for uh, material. And in ideal time, helpers is more that helpers were ideally sitting and standing. When missing in action, helpers were majorly missing in action. Because of that, it was the major delay. In waiting for equipment, we can say that the carpenter has to wait for the equipment while helper was searching for the equipment. In the graph, the pie chart, we can see that the delay caused by the worker is because of the helper one, because as the helper one was new to the site, he was new to the terminologies being used on site. So the time required by the helper was more. In cost and time for delay, we can say the major uh, delay in cost for is of helper and in time is also of help. Here we have derived the wages for man hours work versus man hours lost for carpenter and helper. Here we can see the carpenter has worked for 199 rupees and work of lost which was 75 rupees. Similarly, in one, helper one has work of 119 rupees and work hour lost which is at 83 rupees. To reduce these losses, we have suggested some tra- suggestions, which is shown in the spaghetti diagram, in which we can see the travel path has consumed a more time for toolkit and for bio break. So what we have suggested, instead of going all over from here for bio break, workers can use these paths, and also the toolkits should be over here somewhere instead of going to the store for issuing some material. Coming to the tools of quality, for tools of quality, we have collected all the data of tests performed on the site and application of the relevant tool for analysis of quality measures. In tools of quality, we have prepared X bar chart, R bar chart, and fishbone diagram. In X bar chart, we can see the readings. All the readings are within the range of upper control limit and lower control limit, except one reading. And here the upper control limit is 63.60 megapascal and lower control limit is 54.18 megapascal. And as per IS code, the lower control limit for the 28 that compressive strength of concrete should be 42.5 megapascal and upper control limit should be 57.5 megapascal. However, in this case, the actual lower control limit is 9.41% higher than the IS code LCL, and actually upper control limit is 5.04% lower than the IS code upper control limit. In X bar chart, we can see that all the readings are in within the range except the one reading. But as we can see, there is a major variation between all the readings over here. Similarly, for uh, in fishbone diagram, we have prepared a fishbone diagram for honeycombing, in which we can see the major causes for honeycombing can be fatigue of labor, then improper grading and sorting of materials, then inadequate vibration while concreting, insufficient supervision can be the one reason, and inadequate vibrator maintenance. Coming to the unvalue management in Primavera, we have performed the unvalue management in Primavera software for the project. In unvalue management is a project management approach that comprises a project's progress and performance against its project completed timeline and budget. EVM enables the integration of scope, schedule, and cost objective and tracking the project progress against the objectives. The process performed is first we prepared EPS, then creating OPS, then creating WBS, creating a calendar, then defining activities, then preparing a milestone schedule, preparing a 4-week period plan, and assigning resources to the activities, creating a baseline, updating the actual progress, updating the actual cost, and finally, performing unvalue analysis layout. After performing the unvalue analysis layout, the unvalue cost which we got is rupees 3 crore 96 lakh 7,000, and plant value cost which we got is 4 crore 12 lakhs. Actual total cost which we got is 3 lakh 60 crore. The schedule variance is negative. As the schedule variance is negative, it indicates that the project activities are falling behind schedule. The cost variance is rupees 30 lakh 42,000. Because the CV value is positive, it signifies that the actual cost of the job accomplished is less than the budgeted cost. Also, the SPI was found out is 0.96. It is lower than 1, the project activities are lagged the project timeline, which means the project is behind the schedule. Cost performance index is 1.08, which is slightly higher than 1, which indicates that project is stated on budget. Here is the S curve for the earn value analysis performed. The scope which was considered for EVM is basement 2 pore 5, basement 3 all 5 pores, ground floor all 3 pores, and first floor all 3 pores. The inference of escrow is that the plant value cost for the scope of work selected is rupees 4 crore, earn value cost is 3 crore, and the actual cost comes out to be 3 crore. These are all the project performance indicator mentioned over here. To the conclusion part, the poor planning is one of the major factors that should be properly managed so that the site is free from unforeseen delays or issues. Proper poor planning catering to all parameters help us to manage execution effectively. Informant delay survey helps to make the process smooth and efficient. The productivity of the worker will be achieved to maximum level by the application of lean tool. In tools of quality are one of the major factors in the success of the project. Various techniques related to the quality management are conducted as a part of tools of quality. In Primavera, the obtained schedule performance index value of the project is 0.96, which indicates that the project is below the schedule and delay has been the occurrence of the delay. The obtained cost performance index is 1.12, which reflects that there is no occurrence of cost overrun according to the current conditions. Thank you.